Let's see what's going on, dudes and dudettes. See how this goes. Matchup rating was a C. Yeah, sadly a loss. Of course, it's fantasy football, but I was technically projected 11 points better. But a lot of my guys underwhelmed this year, especially or this week, especially. A lot of the top dudes and a lot of his guys kind of went off, and kind of mad about it. Not really, because he did have a USC guy go off, but yeah, Josh Allen yesterday got me some good points, so at least record-wise in this league, because I'm 1-1, and at 287 I'm in sixth place, so I'm like the third person with a 1-1 record. A couple people I know at 0-2, and yeah, of course, my sister Juliana, her first time playing, and she's 2-0, and it's crazy. Of course, that's fantasy football. Yeah, Josh Allen went off 37, and of course, it was a blowout. He could have had more points too if it was a game, but it's just what happens with my quarterbacks. I had Mahomes last year. He did pretty good points wise, but it was average from what he normally gets. And then freaking Josh Allen again is getting in blowouts and not really having enough playing time. But that's what I got to deal with. I guess I just have to make everyone else have more points and choose the correct guys. But this week, once again, I didn't. Davante Adams, surprisingly, only had 8. He started off great. He had the first touchdown and then did nothing after that. Deontay Johnson, once again, 10 points and underwhelmed because he didn't score, but that game sucked from the beginning. Joe Mixon, he had a bunch of yards, a bunch of attempts, but didn't score, of course, so it's kind of underwhelming. They predicted him at 17. He only had 9, so that sucks. Henderson, he had a touchdown and some yards, but that's kind of was it. He didn't go farther. Waller had the touchdown and a couple of grabs, but nothing more. Hunt underwhelmed against a crappy Jets team, but still some points for a flex guy. And Jeff Wilson, I thought he was going to be my bigger steal, and he had a lot of attempts, but only 11 points, of course, because he didn't score a touchdown, just a bunch of yards. Kicker got a little bit more, 13, and the defense got way less. For some reason, they lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars and only got 1 point and 0. So that was crazy. Ayuk, flirting with starting with him, didn't. DJ Moore probably should have, but didn't. Penny, I just had felt that San Francisco was going to play better. Mooney, for some reason, he was considered a really good guy. 2 straight weeks, really crappy, so I don't know what's going on there. Christian Kirk has been 2 consecutive weeks on a crappy team, doing very well, so I might have to start him. Just depends on the matchup, but it's going to be hard to start him because he is playing my Chargers this Sunday, and all their defense is healthy, so maybe not. Same thing with James Robinson, did pretty good again, but playing the Chargers, good defense this year. Landry, I think I'm getting off, and then Sanders did adequate. Once again, didn't score, but he's getting the yardage, so maybe he'll get a score at some point. Recap pretty much details the same thing. It wasn't that great of a thing. He pretty much had the lead since Thursday, so it wasn't too surprising the outcome. Of course, that player, Amon-Ra St. Brown, had 34 points and 20% of his thing. Herbert had a high percentage as well with 32 points. Bateman did really well. Kind of went off. Tony Pollard, a second string running back, went off against me. So, yeah, it's kind of how it goes. Even though I had the player in this matchup with the more total points, of course, I end up losing. And, yeah, 2 of his guys are highlighted. My guy barely is highlighted. And, of course, there he is. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Of course, crazy year he's having so far. I beat him in quarterback. He beat me running back, receivers. I beat him at tight end. Barely beat him at kicker. And, of course, he beat me on defense. Yeah, according to his score, he would have beaten 7 other teams in the league. I would have lost to 5 other teams, according to the points scored. Yeah, nothing too crazy. So, yeah, that's how it goes. I think, who do I get this week? I think it was Mean Machine. Big Daddy Rich. Yeah, Mean Machine. No, Big Daddy Rich. He's 2-0. So, it's pretty interesting. Yes, Tom Brady. Mike Evans is suspended. Waddle went off this week. That's kind of scary. Jonathan Taylor hasn't been doing good, and of course he's going to be good against the Chiefs, even though he hasn't been good all year. I'm already predicting it. Fournette could have a good game, but you never know. Schultz is questionable. Etienne, Hall. So, I mean, this is gettable. I like London, his backup. He can move in him, obviously, as a receiver spot to cover up Evans. But, yeah, it's already projecting me as a 12-point victor, 60% chance to win. But, as usual, it's fantasy football, so you never know. My most current player would be Thursday with Kareem Hunt playing at 9 points. And Deontay Johnson is on the bench as of this second, but if I don't get guys off the waiver tonight, then I might have to start some of those guys. You never know, so we'll see. Tough matchups all around for my guys, but should be very interesting. Thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.